Good morning, guys. It's Lori from PassionatePennyPinchers.com, and today I'm so excited. We are doing a little home planner catch-up day. For anybody who has the planner, it's amazing. So this is mostly for you guys who have it. If you don't have it, you can click the link in the video and get the PDF files for all of our 2021 planners. Y'all, these are amazing. If you struggle with keeping up your home, you're gonna love these. But basically, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna clear out my kitchen, do everything on my list, and then we're gonna tackle my spice cabinet. I'm gonna show you this one cool thing that I have that I love to clean and organize mine. So we're just gonna start with our list. Again, that's what the PDF files look like. I'm gonna actually use my real copy. Tell me good morning, tell me what you are doing today. If you have the planner, would you give me a harder like and tell me if it's still working for you and if it has been worth it for you this year, if it's been helpful. I'd love to kind of hear how you're doing because I kind of haven't checked in with you guys. Good morning, Tim. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Tracy. I'm so glad to see y'all on here this morning. Okay, girls, mostly girls, let's get it together. So I'm going to confess to you guys and tell you that I did not exercise this morning because I'm working on actually designing. We're working on next year's planner, so I was up early working. I did, however, shower. I did make the beds. I've got to go start the laundry. No lying there. I did clean the bathroom sinks. I'm about to plan. Let's go ahead and plan and prep dinner first because that's an easy one for me today. So we're making freezer meals from the Passionate Penny Pincher freezer meal series. We are pulling out, we're doing those again on Friday, but this is some slow cooker steak chili. So I'm gonna throw this one in my freezer. Does anybody else need a reminder? I'm not gonna throw it in my freezer. I'm gonna throw it in my crock pot. Does anybody else need a reminder in the morning to start dinner? Because if I don't start dinner in the evening, a lot of times it just doesn't happen. And then I get to nighttime and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta make dinner. So I need a list to remind me to start dinner. So this morning, I'm starting out dinner in my Mega Crock. Y'all know this is the crock pot that the Passionate Penny Pincher team gifted me for my birthday. I would never have bought this fancy a crock pot ever. So far, I'm loving it. It is a very fancy crock pot, but we are gonna put the slow cooker steak chili. There's my baby card. We will be making a bunch of these freezer meals Friday. If you're interested, you can join us. I'm just gonna dump this sucker in. It smells so good. It's still quite a bit frozen, but this crock pot cooks really hot, so I'm not super worried about it. Hang on. And we're gonna do our spice cabinet today. Give me a harder like if you need to clean out your spice cabinet with me today. Who needs to do their spice cabinet? Good morning, Nicole. You did your bathrooms already. Where did you get that planner? You can click the link in the video and get it for the PDF files. We are sold out of the digital files. I'll pop that sucker on. Here is my crock pot ready to go. What I like to do also is I set my little card out on my stand so my family knows what's coming. So these show the directions on what I have to do with it. I didn't read them. It says put them in the slow cooker overnight. So that's done. So dinner is started. My family will know what's coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and start because if I don't, we're good. Okay, dinner is on its way. We got dinner done. Let's scoot over here and see what is next on the list. I'm gonna bring y'all back over here. What week for Friday? We are doing week 11. MC will be doing week 11. I am excited about it because we'll be making the honey bun cake, which is super fun. Okay, so we just made dinner. I'm gonna serve that with some salad and probably cornbread is what I'm thinking. Okay, now I need to wash and put away dishes. So let's come on over here and do that. Here's what my sink looks like in the morning after my family has left. They normally put dishes away, but we have not had school all week. So they were racing behind to get ready because they actually have school, which is crazily exciting around here. So nothing got done in this that should have gotten done. Normally they would probably at least have started throwing their stuff in the dishwasher, but that did not happen today. So I'm gonna do that really fast. So I emptied it real quickly before I hopped on this morning. And then I know my next thing on the list is wash, put away dishes, clean kitchen counters, and wipe down kitchen sink. So that's what we're gonna do next. I've already tidied the main living space, so I'm gonna check that off now because I want you to join me. Let's do the cabinets real fast, girls. I'm not actually gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna wait to do the cabinets. I'm gonna wait to do the countertops and cabinets till the end because we're coming over here to do the big scary thing. Are y'all ready? Okay, girls, come on over. This is the space in my house. In the planner, y'all know, let me show you, for anybody who's new and hasn't seen it, that each week you have one wonky item to do. So this week it is to organize the spice cabinet. We'll do that 2 times throughout the year. So you'll do it once now, and then you'll do it again probably, I think it's like mid-June or July. Again, you can get these planners by clicking the link in the video. It is only a PDF file, but it is great. These are sold out. So today's the day to organize the spice cabinet. By doing a little every week, it's not so overwhelming. However, it still is overwhelming. So I haven't done mine. I don't even know that I did mine last. I can't remember when I did mine last. It should have been last June. But I need to take everything out of here, and I wanted to show you a couple things that I love. The one thing I really do love is this thing. So this is my hack. For those of you who have weird spaces, this works so well. What do y'all think of that? We'll get a link on Amazon. I got it from Amazon, but it's great because it gives me a lot of extra space. But I still have all this to deal with. So I'm gonna take everything out of this bottom shelf first. Let me give you a quick tip. One time I was watching Oprah many years ago, and she said, somebody on her show said to take every single thing out of the whole area. But here's what happens to those folks like me who easily are overwhelmed. If I take this whole cabinet down, I'm gonna have a minor freak out moment, and I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, I can't handle all that. So for me, what I like to do personally, and this is just a girl who works from home and doesn't have a whole lot of time on her hands, I like to take everything out of a section and deal with the section. And then if there are things that I know, I do think through all the spaces. Why does my family not put lids on? But I like to be able to kind of think through how's the best way. That lid does not fit that. That's why that didn't fit. Think about the best way to get everything in. So I'm just gonna take all of my spices. And you know what I'm gonna do? I have a lot of stuff I'm gonna throw out. I'm gonna tell you about this little cutie. Isn't this a little cutie? So I have to share with y'all. I got this. I'm not gonna tell you where I got it because I don't wanna talk about the person. It's a cute little thing. It's to hold a recipe card, but it doesn't work because it only holds it up straight. And when I saw that, I kept it because I was thinking about recipe card holders, and that's why ours pushes back, but I need to get rid of that because I don't need it anymore. Okay, we have a lot of medicine up here is what we have a lot of. This is where I keep my best chocolate chip cookie recipe because my girls make it so often. I get through all of this. My husband went and bought, I'm actually gonna do this right now. My husband bought chicken bouillon last week, and I normally buy the little cubes. Well, he bought the double cubes, and they're huge, but they'll fit in here, and I like that container better, so I'm gonna do that. While I'm going. Y'all, I bought this Focus Factor one day, but I have never used it. I saw it and I was like, maybe as you watch me, you can see you're gonna be like, girl, you need some focus. Okay. I know that's gonna stay the same, so I'm actually gonna stop right here. That's as far as I'm gonna get. I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna get a rag to wipe this down. So let's start with that. And I am just using warm water because I don't want to hurt my cabinets. So I don't use anything real crazy, but I do want you guys to see. I should have gotten a before picture. Y'all, why didn't I get a before picture? Okay. There we go. This is really hard to show y'all, but I want you to be able to see what's going on here. So see those spices? Obviously some stuff has gotten pretty nasty in there. I can't very well hold you guys and clean this at the same time. Let's see if I can, let me see what I can do here. Oh, this is gonna work just great. Okay, come on into my spice cabinet. I'm gonna get some hot water because that is really, really gunked on. I'm gonna let my water run a little hot. And I'm gonna get some, let me get a sponge actually. See if I can't get that water real hot and get through whatever this nastiness is going on here. Oh, y'all, I don't know. You know what I bet that was? I wonder if that was molasses. Oh, you guys, what a mess. Maybe some baking soda will cut it. Let's see, what do you guys think I can use to cut that disaster right there? The water is getting hotter. You know what? I bet some Dawn dish soap. I'm wondering if I use a little bit of Dawn, a little baking soda. Hang on, I'm gonna get some little Dawn out there. Y'all know Blue Dawn does everything. So I'm I'm gonna try it. I may just end up with a big soapy mess inside my cabinet. I'm not sure. Oh. And honestly, y'all, I'll just be real honest with you. If I have a little bit of brown on the bottom of my cabinet, it is not like a game changer. But it's actually coming up, so I use a little more of that baking soda. Okay, so scrubbing is the key for sure. I wish I had a Brillo pad. I feel like a Brillo pad would be just the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get that dry with another towel. And again, I don't care if I have a little bit of a brown stain, but I would prefer not to have like caked on gunk down there. So if this ends up with still having something on it, that's the price of having a bunch of people who live in my house who eat. If people live in your house and eat, you're not gonna have a show house. But you can have a cleanish house and you can do your best still. I know another option would be to put a liner down. I probably won't put a liner down, but I totally could. It is not perfect. It is better. I'm okay with not perfect. So I have a feeling I could scrub that for a long time and it not come off. I really wish I knew what it was. I really think it was like a molasses or something very heavy, but the gunk is off now. So I'm content with that. If it's gonna horrify you that I leave my cabinet with a little bit of soapy gunk, well, not soapy gunk, with that, then you're watching the wrong girl. If you want this cabinet to go back to painted white, I'm not the mom for you. It is better. It is cleaned up. I'm good. I'm content. Okay, so now we're gonna go through and do our spices. So, I hope y'all could see that. Okay, so you cover your shelves, wipe the cracks well. It's a good idea. I think I got them pretty good and wiped down because I do want to make sure it's really dry before I put anything in there. Okay, I think we're good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with these spices. So you can see, can y'all see the spices? I really like to keep mine in alphabetical order, but I have a family and they don't listen, which is totally okay. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna fix them up from whatever they've done, because they're not too bad. Curry, cream of tartar. I'm gonna try to keep them all lined up the same way. Okay, not too bad. Garlic, poultry, paprika needs to scoot. And then we have poppy seeds. Easy peasy. Okay, don't spill your poppy seeds. I've spilled them and they're a mess. Okay, we have a couple more up here. Basil. I have 2 things of basil, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and dump my 1 thing of basil into the other one, my smaller basil, because they're both pretty fresh. So I'm gonna run over and do that so that I don't have 2. That'll help me have 1 less container. Okay, so there's 1 less item. I'm gonna put that thyme up here. I'm looking for any containers that I have that have a bunch of cumin. I'm not gonna be able to get any more on there. So now what I'm doing is I'm thinking through which things do I regularly use? Because there are some of these things that I don't use all the time. First, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any doubles. I don't think I have any doubles. So I'm thinking, which things do I use regularly? And the ones that I use all the time, I'll keep at the front. I use garlic all the time. Pepper gets used a lot. Cinnamon sticks do not get used that often. Garlic salt gets used a lot. So I'm gonna swap this back to the back. I don't have enough room to do anything different. If you have a bigger cabinet, you could do something totally different, but for me, this works. Cumin, is that all the spices? That is all the spices. Now, one thing I am gonna do is on this black pepper, I'm actually gonna add it to another. I've got 2 black peppers, so I'm gonna add those and only keep 1. So I'm gonna keep out, so which of those spices would you guys keep on top? How can you tell what spices were if they all look the same? What brand these are just Kroger brand spices. I do always try to get the same one. Which of those ones would you say I use a lot? I actually know I'm gonna need poppy seeds today, so I'm actually gonna pull those out. I don't use sage very often. I don't use sesame seeds hardly at all. I am funny. If I can pick these Kroger Blue Shapes ones, I do, just because they all match, so that makes me happy. They're the cheap ones because y'all know I'm frugal, so I don't buy the expensive ones. I'm gonna turn these around. There we go, sage, thyme. I use probably basil the most out of those, so I'm gonna swap and put sesame in the back. And I'll also put cumin in the back because I don't use cumin very well. I do use a good bit of cumin. I think that's it. So I'll keep my garlic powder and my garlic salt here at the front. I am gonna stick the cumin in the back because I think I can. Okay, so one trick is to definitely use the ones you keep more often. If you have to use a system like this, keep the ones you use more often up at the front. Okay, now we're gonna get through the rest of the spices that are right here. Are we ready? This is where it gets kind of crazy because I have a lot of duplicates. Like I have 2 garlic salts. I'm actually gonna, this one has never been opened, so I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna not put that up there because I don't need to open it. So I'm gonna make, my goal is to only have one of anything here so that I don't have extra stuff. So my salt, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'm gonna stick again. I'm gonna think on how I use things. I use this kind of salt, coarse salt's a lot less, so I'm gonna put it at the back. I use the chicken bouillon, not all that often, so it can go to the back. Salt, I obviously use a lot more of, so see how it sits at the front. Okay, so think about how do you use these things when you're planning, because you don't want to end up with stuff that you don't need. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is, like, I've got 2 sets of cinnamon sticks. So I've got these and these. I think I'm actually going to move these cinnamon sticks to this container, and that way I've got one less set. And I don't think these have even been opened, so I'm actually just going to put those in there, and I'll put those in my extras. So that means I can scoot the basil to the back, because I don't use basil all that much, and that'll give me one more space in the front. These have not been organized in a while, so if you're looking at this and saying, Laurie, you've got too much stuff, I'm going to throw this garlic salt out because it was an extra small one. This is rosemary. I'm going to check and see if I have rosemary up here, and if I don't, I will keep that one. Oh, y'all, there's a lot of doubles that I have on things. Oh, this is a bigger job. Do y'all want to sit with me as I do this? This is going to be a bigger job, I think, than I thought. Garlic, onion powder, oregano, salt. Those are the ones you use most. Oh, good to know, Donna. That helps so much. Put your duplicate open ones in the freezer. Good idea. Okay, so this may be a bigger job. Do y'all want to hang out with me as I do this? I feel like this is super boring. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Yeah, because this is going to be a bigger job than I thought. I'm going to put my beef and these 2 together. Because I don't use those very often. Bay leaves. Bacon bits. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, this is really hard to do with y'all watching. I say this every time I say, I'm not going to do this with them watching again because then I don't do as good a job. Y'all want me to just sit here and do it. You're loving this. Okay, let's keep going then. I'll keep going. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize these by what I have. I'm going to clean off my space here to work in. And that way, it's hard to do it so you guys can see. Okay, so I know I need to refill my toothpick, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is one of my favorite things. This is just a happy little find. My mother and father-in-law passed away, both within the last 2 years, I guess 3 years. And when they sold their house, while my mother-in-law had dementia, we got to pick stuff. Well, by the time we got there, there wasn't a whole lot left. But one thing I picked was this cute little stand. So I love that. Anyways, okay. So this is just gonna be long and boring for those of you who wanna watch. So have at it if you want to. If you don't, I understand. I'm going to try to get it working. These are extras that I don't need to keep, so I'm going to move those out of the way. This is our salt and pepper, nutmeg, garlic, the tiniest bit of peppermint, which I just saw. Hang on, I need a... Okay, now I got my recycling bin open, so hopefully I can throw stuff there. Dry mustard, I'm going to put that at the back. Actually, I can fit that down here. Okay. This is a double. This is a double. This is very hard to do while y'all are watching. Italian seasoning, I'm betting I have. Those are doubles. I'm going to put all my doubles back here. My yeast. Cinnamon, I know I need to put the cinnamon up there. Ginger. I need that one. I'm going to move the stuff up that I know I need still, and that way I'll have a better idea of what I'm cleaning. Nutmeg, I need to check these. Okay, so we're going to go through and look at these now and see what do I know I have doubles of. And I think my goal is going to be just to get rid of a bunch. Rosemary, look at that. There's one rosemary, and then I just saw another rosemary. Where did I put her? This one's empty. There we go. Okay, rosemary, steak seasoning, cloves. I think I have 2 things of cloves. So what I'm gonna do with that, oh y'all, I have 2 almost full things. No, this is ground cloves and these are whole cloves. Okay, that's perfect. So I can keep both of those. Parsley, red pepper. I saw another thing of red pepper. Remember, I didn't have my lid on this one. So if this one is full, I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna fill this up, and then y'all, I will not use that much red pepper in my whole life. So this is gonna be painful for those of you guys who are watching and are true penny pinchers. I am gonna throw this one away, which I know some of you guys are gonna be like, Laurie, are you really gonna throw that one away because it's painful for you? However, I don't need it. I can afford, red pepper is like $1. By the time I could use it, it would go bad. So I'm gonna let that one go. Garlic salt, we saw we had like 4 other garlic salts, so let's get rid of that one. Okay, I'm not getting rid of that one, I'm actually just moving it. Cinnamon sticks, didn't I just have cinnamon sticks somewhere else? Yes. I use the cinnamon sticks at Christmas time, which is why I have so many, because I'm always afraid I'll run out, but I can at least get those down to 1 container for sure. So I will do that. What is that thing I just pulled down? It's a really cool spice cabinet organizer. It's amazing, and I love it. These are awesome for simmering potpourri on your stovetop. They smell really, really yummy. And now I have a whole new slot to open. I love that. So I already have a big thing of cinnamon blow mints, lemon pepper, poppy seed. Y'all remember I had another big thing of poppy seed. I know I've moved this here, so this one is so old that I'm gonna throw it away because I remember moving that from Alabama 5 years ago with this house. So I'm not gonna keep that one. This one then can move up there. This Italian seasoning I use all the time, but I have 2 of them. I'm gonna pull these together. This is why this is worth doing once a year. Put the red pepper in a plastic bag, don't throw it away. You know, the thing is, I don't even know how old it is, and I have a full thing, and I think in a whole year, I can't use a whole thing of red pepper. So if I had, what I would do, this would be what I might do actually, this is what I'm gonna do, is I am gonna send them with my college kiddo down. I'm gonna hang on to them. Look at that, they had just filled up that one, so now I don't have 2. I'm gonna send those with my college kiddo down to campus, and he can have extra stuff, which will be great. Okay, oregano, did we have another oregano down there? We did not. Nutmeg, don't think I had a nutmeg. Chicken, garam masala. There's another Italian seasoning. Y'all, this is what happens. So let me tell you why I've over-purchased. I do video here, and I get nervous that I'm gonna run out of something, so I always overbuy stuff, and then I end up like, there's a whole nother container of poppy seeds. We're gonna move that over there, because I don't need that many poppy seeds. And actually, yeah. Okay, so that's better, I think. I just want to make sure I don't have any other duplicates here. Did I have a garlic powder? I did have a garlic powder down there. This is a brand new garlic powder. So what I'll do with these ones that are new is I probably will, the ones that are brand new that I haven't opened, I am actually going to just put back in my pantry. So those I will save if I haven't opened them, but it'll be, and then I can give them to my kiddo to take away. So I need 1 black pepper, so I'm going to put that one back. We said we already had plenty of poppy seeds, I think. Actually, I'm keeping this one. Did I have 2 things of poppy seeds right here, y'all? And what I need to do next is organize these by Janie. Okay, I'm gonna keep this poppy seed. I'm gonna give this poppy seed to my kiddo because there's hardly any left of that. Okay, now we're good, I think. And I will do a much deeper dive in this after you guys are not watching. The tray is from Amazon. Magic eraser, that's a good idea. I probably could have tried the magic eraser on that. Let me see if I have one right here. I wish I had seen that a second ago. Let me see if the magic eraser will work on that bottom little thing. It's still not working much. It didn't work. Yeah, I'll sit there and I'll do it a little better after you guys are done. I'll do the best of it here, and then I'll finish it up, but I don't think that's gonna even work. Okay, so, phew. It is very hard to organize your thing while people watch. Put in alphabetical order. Yeah, I need to go ahead and do this up here, and honestly, y'all, I need to just check my pantry. What happens is I order my groceries, and I'm so afraid of not having something because there's nothing worse than going to do a video and not having whatever you need. Okay, so now, got this mostly cleaned out. And come up here, I've got cooking spray. Got a couple recipes that are like favorite ones that need to be dealt with, so I gotta organize those. Have some cute little signs that can go. Let's get this part done really fast. I have plenty of yeast. Did anybody else get worried during the craziness of this last year that you were gonna run out of yeast? So you bought extra? I have plenty of yeast. Oh, and I have little tiny mini teacups. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that down the next shelf really fast. Oh goodness, somebody has, maybe me, has hidden some chocolate chips up there, y'all. Get rid of those chocolate chips. Okay, here we go, y'all. We are almost there. So now I've got that area cleaned out. So my goal now is just while y'all are watching to put most of the stuff back. I may have to reorganize it again when y'all aren't watching because it is very nerve-wracking to do this all while you guys are here. I will re-alphabetize this as well up top. But this is so much better. So I'm gonna put my cocoa, I'm gonna wipe down this cocoa, put it up there, and I'm gonna leave this up here. These are things that I don't use very often, so they're fine to leave there. I like to have my baking soda and baking powder closer, but my family moves things when they stuff everything in. If anybody else has a family who just kind of moves things, you're not alone. So we have to kind of reorganize whatever they've left us with. Got some bacon bits and some Creole seasoning. Again, things that I don't use very often, but are good to have on hand. And then I've got the baking. This is my favorite Pampered Chef thing. It's baking, it's a, and it needs to be washed really badly. It's for powdered sugar. I'm gonna wash that. I'm gonna keep my baking powder down lower. I'm gonna push these right back up here because that's where I'm used to keeping them. That all works well. That's it. I'm gonna put in my little happy toothpicks, and that's just about it. Yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do so that you guys don't have to go crazy watching me as I'm finishing up is I'm gonna finish this up, and then I will come back onto Instagram Live and I'll show you the rest of it. It's your kids' things to put back in the right cabinet. My kids do a lot of things, but I will tell you, probably not so much my kids as my husband's. He is awesome to put away things, but he doesn't put them away in the right space. We've been married for 25 years. I like hanging out with him. I can tell him a million times that I would like the cinnamon to go where in its place. It's not gonna go there, so it's okay. And so that's one thing too I would say is if you have a family who leaves a mess, if they at least try, like my kids definitely put their dishes away, they make their beds, they do a lot of things around our house. If your kids at least try and are part of it, give them grace. Like they're not gonna obsess over this, and as long as they see you, eventually they'll learn it, but I don't stress too much over it. Watch the dates, thank you, I will. Looks great now, you need to get yours finished. I know, I gotta finish mine up. It's not done yet. I'm gonna finish it up and then I'll do a quick face Instagram Live to show you what's going on. Please come back on and show you what here. I'll take a picture. I'll get a picture and I'll show it again. That powdered sugar shaker is from Pampered Chef and it's redesigned now. Oh, is it stainless steel? I love that. I will have to check that out for sure. Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish up this. I will tell you the rest of the things in the planner will be to clear out the kitchen space, so I'm gonna do that. I'll organize this all better and then I'll show you guys pictures afters. Your husband never puts things away as many times. How do you know what freezer meals we're doing? Sandy, we will be doing week 11 of the freezer meals. So yeah, look up week 11. It includes the Hawaiian sliders. I'm excited about those. They look fantastic. Show on here. I will take a picture and show you guys for sure. So I'll show you the picture right now and then, yeah, I'll take a snap of it right now and then I'll show you the rest. You guys have an amazing day. Join me over on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, it's fun over there because you can see people a little easier. So you guys have an amazing day. We are having slow cooker steak chili tonight. It's already over in my crock pot. Y'all have a great day and do your stuff, and I'll show you the finished results here in probably about an hour. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye guys.